everyone. I'm Donna Bush here with your government news brief on CIG television on this Monday. Speaker of Parliament, the Honourable Catherine Ebanks-Wilkes, hosted the second Women of Parliament luncheon for past and present members, speakers and clerks last Thursday at the House of Parliament. All current female members of Parliament, along with 5 former parliamentarians, were in attendance. The luncheon also served to cultivate positive, nonpartisan working relationships with the women across generations. The Speaker of Parliament says, quote, "I wanted to take the time out of our busy schedules to show appreciation and to have conversations with women who have paved the way before us," end quote. Many women were recognized, including current Deputy Premier, the Honourable Juliana O'Connor-Connolly, who was also celebrating her birthday. Current and past women parliamentarians were acknowledged for their contributions. During the luncheon, the women shared their thoughts on how to support future generations of female parliamentarians. Well, speaking of women, Celebrate Cayman culminated its Women's Right to Vote celebrations last week with the final event at the Georgetown Public Library. Honourable Premier Mr. Wayne Panton was in attendance and offered praise to the leaders of the women's suffrage movement for their contributions to Caymanian democracy. He also noted that in a united voice, the women wanted their rights and challenged the customs that had been accepted for so long at that time.
In 1957, that all changed. 358 strong Caymanian women stood up, came together, signed this petition demanding women's right to vote and hold public office in our country, in the Cayman Islands. This was a revolutionary move on their part. You can imagine, in those days, you know, the custom and the expectations for people to have and understand what their particular roles were in society and in the community. Those are not easy things to go against.
A commemorative plaque bearing the names of suffragettes was placed outside Constitution Hall and was unveiled to attendees by current female parliamentarians. Well, on September 23, 1959, Caymanian women finally participated in the electoral process for the very first time. Many local women attended the celebration held. Speaking of celebrations, the Department of Children and Family Services celebrates its social workers. The theme for Social Work Month 2023 is Social Work Breaks Barriers, and last Friday was a special day for the department. Keynote speaker, former Director of Social Services, Angela Martins, gave an enlightened presentation.
Now, I don't know the criteria for selection, but I'm going to make some assumptions that it covers both a demonstration of best practice in case management, as well as the individual being a good team member. And in so being a good team member, contribute to the overall health of good practice within the department. I want to add into, it's not listed in the criteria. What is super critical if you profess to be a social worker is a good sense of humor. Social workers must be able to laugh at the unthinkable, not because you find it funny, but because it's a release from the tension inside of you.
Well, Minister for Social Development and the Honourable Andre Ebanks and Acting Governor, the Honourable Franz Manderson, presented the Social Workers Awards in each category, while Minister Ebanks also gave remarks. Manager of the Year and other special awards and appreciation gifts were also handed out. We say congratulations to all the staff who were recognized for their dedication in service. Our weather conditions tonight calls for a small chance of rainfall with slight to moderate sea conditions and wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. The 2-day outlook is for similar weather through to Wednesday afternoon. The synopsis shows the light to moderate winds and seas that are expected for the next 24 hours are associated with a ridge of high pressure that's over the Northwest Caribbean region. Remember, you can get more details on our local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky. Also, check out the Weather Services Facebook page. That ends today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush. Have a great evening, everyone.